I'm going to share three things, guys, three things that you have to have in order to succeed in anything, right? Whether that's in your business, whether that's in your relationships, whether that's in your friendships, in anything in life. Today I want to share with you three things you need to succeed, okay, guys? I recently heard this in a podcast I was listening to, and actually it's one of the things that's gotten me the success I've gotten in my life thus far, in my marriage and in all areas of my life. What's the difference between a boy and a man, right? There's a few things that make a big difference between a boy and a man. A boy does not like the A word, okay? And in order for you to succeed, the A word is the most important thing that you need. The A word, accountability. Let me tell you something about accountability. People don't like it. Most people don't like it. Being in a marriage, you're accountable to your family, your wife. When you have a business, you're accountable to your people, your team, your customers. Let me give you an example of that. The other day I was in my conference room, and I was meeting with my business coach. And one of our team members comes in and she's like, "Martin, you have a business coach?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And what most people don't understand is I learned a ton from my business coach. Don't get me wrong. I learned a ton from him. But a lot of the stuff that he shares with me, a lot of it I know, and some stuff is new. A lot of stuff is also stuff I didn't know. The most important thing that I get from my coach is when he gives me those tasks for 1 week to the next, I tell him what I want, where I'm going, my vision, right, for my company and my business. And he says, okay, next week when we meet, that's got to get done. And when I come back to that meeting the next week, is that accountability, right? It's when it's Sunday. I know that Tuesday I'm meeting my coach. It's Sunday, and I'm like, holy shit, I got to get this done, right? I got to get this done because I'm accountable to him, and he's going to hold me accountable. If you are trying to go to the next level, guys, right, whatever that is in your career, you're trying to make 6 figures, you're trying to get your first investment property, you're trying to change your job, you're trying to lose weight, you need someone to hold you accountable. Number 2 is responsibility. Successful people are responsible. So what does that mean, right? To whom much is given, much is expected, right? So with great power comes great responsibility. I'll give you an example of that, right? I have currently right now investors that invested with us, with our company. I just literally wired him his money. I had over $60,000 of his money since November. He didn't want me to give it to him because he's playing a tax game and he didn't want to create a tax burden for himself, right? I'm responsible for that, and I take that serious. You got to be responsible for your actions. So what does that look like? That also means you being responsible on your word. When you say you're going to do something, you actually do it. Here's what happens when you say you're going to do something and you don't do it. Every time you say you're going to do something and you then don't follow through on your word, what happens is you lose just a little bit of yourself. And then you do that enough times, and what happens is you lose yourself. Before you know it, your words means nothing, and no one believes who you are, no one believes what you say, and no one trusts you. Number 3, probably the biggest one, which is the big C word, commitment. You have to commit. In order to have a fulfilled marriage, you have to be committed. I've been married now, we're gonna make 20 years in a couple of months, my wife and I. A couple of months, we're gonna be 20 years married. And I'm gonna tell you guys that not every day is fun. Not every day it's lovey-dovey. Not every day we have butterflies in our stomach, right? But what I will tell you this, what we do have is commitment to one another. Are you committed to your relationship? Are you committed to your business? Are you committed to your goals? So commitment, accountability, and responsibility, those are 3 things that you must have in order to succeed. I'm gonna tell you this, most people don't live by those standards. So when you do, you stand up head above the crowd. When you're accountable, when you're responsible, and when you commit. Guys, I really appreciate you guys watching Martin Perdomo, the Elite Strategist. And if you have any thoughts, just drop them in the comments. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to respond to you. Peace out.